Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the pre-market live show. It is Thursday, March 13th. The heat map just opened up. Microsoft and Nvidia are up a little. Google, Meta, Amazon, Apple are all down. AVGO's down. AMD's down. Tesla's just sitting there flat. Walmart's flat. The rest of the market looks a little flat. So we will take a look and see what's going on. But yeah, it's not looking like it's popping just this morning. I didn't think it was going to be. That's what we were talking about last night. But let's go ahead, look at our Jolie's jumpers, and we'll get back into our SPY and our big caps. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not intended as financial advice, so always do your due diligence. How is everybody this morning? Let's rock and roll and see what's happening here. CRVO, that one popped up big yesterday. We all know that. It's still at the top, guys, so keep an eye on this thing. Let me see what it's doing this morning. It is 567 to 630. It's still running around there, and then it's at 614 right now and not looking too bad. Keep your eye on the CRVO. Maybe it'll be a runner again today. And it wasn't over 100%er for yesterday. DMN, Damon Inc. Let's see what this is up to. It looks like it popped up really nice out of the basement. So we are starting to see these things move out of the basement, get a little hit in the 20 right there, a little pullback, but nothing too crazy. That is today, 27 to 29. It did run up there. Yesterday, it got up to 29. Right now, it's at 23. So we are seeing them cross out of that basement. That's good. HIT, good old hit. Remember, we were talking about this taking a big hit yesterday. And let's see, I was saying, watch for that bounce. Let's see if it did anything. It closed yesterday at 135. It opened at 138, but now it's down to 120. So not getting that bounce on it on HIT, but we will keep an eye on that because it took a massive hit right there. And MASS 908 devices. And here we go, curling up and hitting that top area. Not looking bad. Let me see if it's moving yet this morning. I'm not so sure it is. It's just sitting flat, 430. It moved 1 penny, so it got up to 431. That's where it's at. And yeah, keep an eye on this one. MASS ran up yesterday. Could try to run up a little bit more today. And SGBX, let's see what that's up to. That's safe and green holdings. And it is trying to curl up there, hitting the 20. I have a feeling this is coming back down. But it did run up this morning there, 77 to 79. It's back to 57. Yesterday, it got up to 77, so it ran up right there and then came back down. Yeah, it got up two more cents, and then boom, that was a wrap for that thing, SGBX. And SGD, I'm sorry, SGD. Here we go. SGD safe and green development right here. And this thing, what is it doing? Did it gap up because it was so far down there? Let me see. I can't even tell. Yes, that is today. Yesterday it was running up. It closed at 142. And yeah, today it gapped down. I couldn't even tell. But yesterday it ran up real good. And today it's kind of down. So we'll have to watch that thing pull back there. And that's the SNES. It's up 29 cents and trying to curl up. They just had their earnings. It kind of looks like it bottomed out there on SNES. Could run up to that 299 there. And again, I just don't think the market's completely ready. So we'll keep an eye on that one as well and see if it can really get moving. Xena, ZENA. Let's look at Xenatech because it was running up there yesterday. And let's see what it's doing this morning. We looked at it last night. 430 to 454. It's at 441 and not looking bad to stay in this channel up to 508 where the 50 is. So keep your eye on Xena today to try to run a little more. And there we go at our Jolie's jumpers. Thank you very much, Asian Jolie. And let's take a look and see what our laptop lowdowns are doing right here. Here we go at ASNS. Let's look at that one real quick and see what these guys are setting up to do. And this one is a nice lowdown right here, ASNS. So let me see. Oh, yeah, that's a beauty to take a look at. And again, I think these things are trying to bottom out here. We will look at it. Obviously, we'll take a look at our big caps and stuff in a minute. But I think in the next week or so, we're going to be getting back to moving. FGBI, First Guarantee Bank Shares, and this is way down there. I remember looking at this before it ran up. I guess a couple months ago. I don't remember. I could tell you right there, January, end of January, and it's way down there. Actually, it had run up to like 1245, and right now you're at 679. So pretty big dip, and I do remember running up there. So there you go for FGBI and FXNC. First National Corp, and this is way down there as well. FXNC. Yeah, these are really good laptop lowdowns right here, and definitely wants to be keeping an eye on that GNLN, that Green Lane Holdings, and that pulled back some more. So let me see. It looked like it had crossed through and pulled back. Yeah, it did. So yeah, this one actually crossed through, pulled back. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one because that one could get set up. We just did hit an icon right there, ICON. And this one had pulled back big time yesterday, and I was looking to see if it was that dip and rip look. Let's take a look and see. It is opened at 10, came down to 9, so it's still pulling back right there. I'll look at Icon today, keep you guys posted. And good old Jill, let's see what she's up to. J. Jill Inc., an apparel company, has earnings. She probably hopes these earnings on March 19th are really good because it's in the basement and it will get set up and it probably will pop off them earnings just the way it looks. So yeah, we'll look at that. Jill, KSCP. Let's see what Nightscope is doing down here, and that's another one in the basement, and just kind of riding that line right there, kind of close. So we'll have to see when this wants to get set up. It looks like it's trying to crawl up right there, but again, we're not so sure they want to cross through yet. And Logic Mark right here. Let's see what this is doing. LGMK in the basement, just kind of running flat at the moment. It had crossed over, and we've been watching this thing. Let's see. It is moving 18 cents. What it closed at yesterday? 19. So it pulled back a penny right there for Logic Mark. And that's LGMK. And let's see what that Red Hill, it's something RDHL, Red Hill Biopharma. And that one looks like it almost bottomed out there yesterday. Let's take a look at it. And again, they look like this before and then trick us. And so that's why we're not getting tricked up here because this one could be pulling back some. 322, it looks like it is moved yesterday. 322 to 361, but then it closed at 253. And yeah, that one actually pulled back in the after hours right there, that Red Hill RDHL. So we'll have to watch that. RSLS, let's see what that one's up to. RSLS, Reshaped Life Sciences. This one's not looking too bad right there. RSLS right here. And in the basement, trying to curl up. This one could try to run a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to be a popper right yet, but could try to get moving. And that SCNX Scienture Holdings is way in the basement. This thing's been down there for a little while. Probably going to stay down there for a little while. I was going to say we could start looking at it, but I think we might stay in the basement for a hair. I'll look at that later, see how it runs. And SGMA right here, Sigmatron International, and that's pulling back really nice. So yeah, these things are still sticking with that pattern, and I have a feeling they're going to be bouncing down today. And we were talking about that yesterday. Maybe they pop up a little bit, but I don't think they're crossing through and getting ready just yet. This Starbucks group, STBX, this one is just tries to run up each day and pulls back a little bit. So yeah, they are a little goofy right now. I'm not going to lie. Let's see. Yesterday it closed at 27. Today it's actually up to 29. So we'll have to see that one. It is trying to set up right there. STBX and TWNP. Here we go. Twin Hospitality Group. This one's a new one in the basement, and it is trying to crawl up there. I'll keep an eye on it today as it runs. And there we go. There's our laptop lowdowns. Thank you very much, Laptop Travel. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on. Then we'll see what you guys want to look at this morning. And like I said, it is a little bit red. Google, Meta, Amazon, Tesla, Apple are red. Nvidia's up, and Microsoft is kind of just flat there. Let's see what our SPY is doing. It's down 84 cents, and I don't think it's going up today. I think it might go into the basement today. So there you go. And we'll see 555 to 559, and its low is 554. It's at 558.03 right now. So we will keep an eye on it, but it doesn't look like it really wants to get curled up just yet. I didn't think so last night. So we'll see what they look like. Let's go through our Mag 7 here. Apple. That's down 78 cents. And remember, we were saying this one could really dip down there. It had a nice dip yesterday, so we want to see if yesterday was its bottom there. But I don't know. I think Apple could take a nice dip. It's down 78 cents there. And let's see what Amazon's doing. Like I said, I don't think they're completely ready. I think there might be one more dip in it. And Amazon's just kind of flat right there, but it's down 70 cents and it could easily pull back there today. So we'll keep an eye. We'll see what they want to do as they open. They've been mostly green in pre-market and going red. Today they're mostly red, so maybe they'll turn and go green and they'll actually start crawling up. If they do and try to get up there, we'll keep an eye on them. Like I said, they do look like they bottomed out. We've seen this look before, and then they don't get through the MACD. So we absolutely have to be careful of that and just play them patiently and smart, obviously. Google, that one's down 95 cents, sitting on that support line right there. And again, it's right there. It's trying to cross through. It only has one, two. This would be the third pop. So trying to do it. Not saying it can't, but we'll see if they get set up to do it. And Meta's down 254, making that big old curl up, just kind of flat right there. And again, not sure if they're exactly ready yet. Just looking at these guys and good old Microsoft. That one looked like it did want to pull back. And this one crawled up, hit the MACD. It's trying to crawl up again. It's up 74 cents, it looks like. Microsoft, let me see. And we'll see. Like I said, it is trying to crawl up. I'm not so sure they're getting through. If they do, then the market's going to change around, and we know that they're going to be bottomed out here. But we just have to make sure, and they could be. I'm not going to lie. We'll just see if they're going to have that one more pullback. That's all we want to know. But they're right there. Nvidia is up 80 cents, and I mean, it's trying to crawl up again. I don't know if it's crawling through right there. So maybe they try to run up a little bit today as they're getting up to the MACDs and then they bounce down. And then we'll have to look at it over a weekend, which is always the worst. So it'll be tough to tell, but we'll obviously look at it and see what's going on. But yeah, today they look like they're trying to move, but I'm not convinced that they're really trying to get popping there. Let's take a look at everything else real quick. AMC's up a penny. And GameStop is up 9 cents. And again, they just don't look like they're ready. Chewy, let's see what that's doing. It's curling up right there, but not exactly ready. And Unity is down. So yeah, I'm not so sure they're ready yet. Netflix, what's that doing? Because that was running back up, and it is. But again, I think they can't get through this 50 or the 20 here. Netflix 50 is at 950. It's at 918. So even if it runs up some today, like I said, I'm not so sure they are ready yet, and we have to stick with our pattern. AVGO is down $1.11, and this thing's coming up to hit the MACD. Looks like it's going to be coming back down. MU, that one ran up good yesterday, hitting that MACD. Was it? It was like crossed through, but I remember I think I said it was in that spot. It could pull itself back down. Yeah, I mean it's sitting there again. I just think these things get turned back around and go back down today. It's what it looks like at the moment. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what they look like to me. TSM looks like it's going to be dipping. It's down $4.14. It looks like SMCI. Remember, we were talking about it last night. It's down 55 cents. It never got through. It's pulling back there. So it did exactly what we thought it was going to do. AMD, that one's down a little bit. Sitting in a great spot, I'm not going to lie. And it wasn't this one just barely crossed through. Let me see what it was doing there. Yeah, this one was barely crossed through. Could pull itself back real quick. And QCOM, that was down. It's down some more. And let's see what Intel is doing. That one was up, and it's up 247. And again, be careful. It did jump up onto the 20, though, which looks good, but it'll probably hit that MACD and get knocked down there for Intel. Yeah, it's hitting that 20 and then the 50, and so it may stay in this channel right here, which is good for Intel, but I'm not so sure it can really get cruising. We'll look at it today. Maybe it can run up a little bit more, but I'd watch for it to get stopped up and then pull back there. So that is your INTC. And PayPal, that's down, and honestly it just crossed through. Let me see. I remember we were looking at it Obviously, we look at it each night, but it did cross through, and it's another one could pull itself back down. So we'll have to keep an eye on these things today. And good old Snow is up 20 cents, and I don't think that one's ready either. And Dell is just kind of flat right there and curled up, but I think that comes back down. And how about Palantir? That one is down 86 cents, it looks like trying to curl up, but again, I'm not so sure that that's going to cross through. And then we have our Sophies down 10 cents. So yeah, I don't think these guys are really ready just yet. Mara is up 8 cents, still has some time to set up right there. And Riot's down 4, and it's just curling up real good. And I bet it hits that line and comes back down. Clean Spark, isn't this one crossed through, but just running flat? And the ones that did cross through that were ready to really run, they're just running really flat now. If they did cross through that MACD, they just literally are running flat across. And MicroStrategy, let's look at that MSTR, and that's down $3. And he's trying to stay in here in this channel right here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be able to do it. It's sitting right there where MicroStrategy, whether Bitcoin has to Trump has to tweet something. There you go. So it's getting to be in that spot where if he doesn't tweet something, it's pulling back, and if he does, it'll start to pop up, and you'll see crypto pop up. And speaking about crypto, let's look at it. Bitcoin's at 82,992, so it's just under 83. It was right around there last night. And Solana looks like it's at 126.55. Chainlink's at 1340, and H bar is almost at 20, under 20 cents again. Ethereum's back under 1900. It's at 1896 right there. And Ripple's actually up a hair at 227. So that one did jump up because I know it was a little bit lower last night. And Cardano's at 72 cents. So there you go. And let's take a look at them real quick, see what the chart looks like on Bitcoin real fast. And it is hovering right around 83,000 right underneath of it. And let's see. Yeah, it's hitting that. Like I said, I don't think they're ready. It's hitting that MACD. I think it's going to keep that pattern for another week or so. I didn't think they were ready. They were getting strong on that curl up, and we've seen it before about 4 or 5 times already. So we know exactly what they're doing. Solana, another one I don't think is ready yet. Looks like it's hitting that line and probably going to pull back. Not unless something crazy gets announced today. And again, that's how this thing's been working, and everything's been working. So it's telling me it wants to pull back unless something gets tweeted out or something crazy like that. Let's just look at Ripple at 226 because that one was actually trying to move up a little bit. And let's see, it is Ripple is trying to but again, it's hitting that MACD line and could bounce back down real easy. So I'll be keeping an eye on crypto. I'll keep you posted with that, but I don't think it's really ready just yet right there. And let's just look at MTN real quick. That's just flat. And Boeing, I think that one might get it's curling up. It ran up, and again, I think these things may not get through and maybe pulling back there. So we'll look at Boeing to come down, and let's see. Microsoft and Nvidia are both up, in Google, Meta, Amazon's pulling itself up. Tesla's down, and Apple's down still. So there you go. That's what they're looking like. And where's that SPY at? Let me see what you guys want to see. The SPY is down 66 cents. And I'm just not convinced it's running flat right there. Let me see. And I'll keep you guys posted today. It's trying to hold itself up. I just don't. I mean, it's going to have some good news or something happen, and for it to be able to really get moving there again. ALLR. Let's look at that one. GG and see what that's up to. Just pulling back. It may come back to that 20 at like 94 cents. It's at about 102 GG. And what am I talking about? ALR. Where did I get GG at? ALLR. And what the heck was I even looking at? ALLR though is getting curled up there, hitting that 50 right there, and we'll see. I don't know if it'll get through though. It probably is going to come back to your 20, like I said, around 96 cent area. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. And there is no GG. It used to be like a Gold Corp or something. I remember trading it before back in the day, but I don't know. They were a Canada company. I don't even know why I just said GG. Where did that even come from? What did I just see? Gold Corp. I don't even see that anymore. It must have gotten bought out or something. I'll have to look, but yeah, I remember trading that one years and years ago. I mean, probably over a decade ago. And so yeah, definitely been trading for a while there. But I don't know why I just said GG. I was looking at ALLR and then all of a sudden I typed in GG. That was very strange. But anyway, Holo, let's look at that one real quick. HOLO and micro hologram. Let's see what that's doing right here. It's down a little bit, huh? It's at 96 cents and it's over the MACD. We'll see. It might be just pulling back right here and we'll see if it wants to roll back off. And again, now they're just kind of playing that bounce off where you can play the bounce and they're not really running huge. They're just kind of bouncing back off as they pull back down and then they'll roll back off. And basically they're all holding that same pattern up. So until that really breaks, we're sticking to it, like I keep saying. So let's see what else is going on. I don't see anything else. Let me run through the scanners and everything. Let's see what our news are. The stock market's fate all depends on tariffs. Here's the real issue. Markets now, government shutdown after trade row and another strategy. Can't even read. Another strategist chops his S&P 500 target, but for a different reason than the Goldman Sachs reduction, and stock futures steady before U.S. producer price data. Remember, that's coming out today, the PPI or whatever it's called. And the stock futures are a little changed after S&P 500 post first winning session in, I guess, about 3 weeks. I guess it's been a while. And yeah, because it was like 2 Sundays ago when we said it wasn't looking real good, and boom, it's been down every single day since. Let's see what else is moving around here. Let's see that TRNR looks like it could be moving again. Keep your eye on this. This thing looks like it wants to try to get crawling up now off the MACD, and it could get running again. So we'll keep an eye on that interactive strength right there. And how about BLDE? You remember that one? That's that Blade Air Mobility. That's way down. It looks good though. It has earnings coming up today. As a matter of fact, it's up 18 cents, and it just kind of got pulled back with the market. That's that one that we were talking about, that airport and air services, and yeah, the company does look. It still looks like it wants to go up. Some really good pullback. Could be a great opportunity for that one, BLDE. So we'll have to keep an eye on that bad boy right there. And let's see what else is going on in this market right here. Let me see. Um, I thought that SPGC changed its name, didn't it? Let's see. I thought that did. Yeah, it's called like Newton Goff, and it might be running this morning. Take a look at it. I like I said, I think it changed its name. Maybe it kept the stock ticker the same, but they definitely changed their name, and it's running up this morning, 11 to 22. It's at 21, so keep an eye on that. It's SPGC, but now it's called Newton Goff. It was Sachs Parente Goff or something like that. Yeah, something like that. And but they recently just changed their name right there. So that does look like it's trying to move a little bit. Let's see what else is going on over here in the world. DMN, that's a Damon we looked at. Onco, that's pulling back there. ASBP, this one we had been looking at there. Let's see, that's at Aspira Biopharma. This is a biotech that took a major dip. It's crawling up. We'll keep an eye on this real quick, and that's ASBP. We were looking at it there, and it just kind of ran flat, but it is curling up. We'll have to see if it can move. I'm not so sure it will, but we'll take a look at it. That IPA, remember I said that thing wanted to go drinking, and there you go. I think it's popped up this morning there. I think we were a day early because we said it 2 days ago, and boom, there you go. This morning, 42 to 53. It's at 46. It even gapped up yesterday. It closed at 36, and then this morning opened at 42 and ran. So there you go for that IPA. We were just looking at it the other day. I told you guys it wanted to have a little party, and it did. INTC is up in that SGBX, and let's see what else is going on in the market here. And that CRVO looks like it's running up even more. I was just saying it this morning, and yeah, it did. It's running up even higher. So I told you guys that one thing might run up even higher. It's at what 686 right now. It got up to 701 right now. So keep an eye on that CRVO. It's still up in the top and wants to run a little bit. Could be one of them poppers just today again. And it did yesterday and just traded out smart, obviously. And let's see what else is going on here. SNES and STSS. STSS is trying to crawl back up here at Sharps Technology. We'll keep an eye on that bad boy as well and see what that wants to do. Let's see what else that BTOG is pulling back there. And there you go. And B hat, that one's up 2 cents. And that one was trying to curl back. Wait, where'd B hat just go? Let me see what it's doing. I just rolled off of it. B hat is down a little bit. I'm sorry. B hat's down. STSS was up. I was looking at B hat and somehow clicked on STSS. So, but B hat, watch for this thing to get set up. BHAT, because that's getting to be in a good spot right there with that little pullback. Maybe it'll have a little dip and rip look on there. And let's see what else is going on over that's that side too. So yeah, I think we got everything. CRVO popped up in IPA. HPH, I know we were looking at that recently. It ran up that highest performance. It ran up yesterday, actually. I know we were just looking at it the other day. And there you go for HPH. That did run up. And it's trying to move today, but not really that much. But that was a nice run up there from there. And let's see, now the market's more red and flat. Microsoft looks more flat, and Nvidia does. Amazon, not much green on there now. So let's see where our SPY is real quick. It's down $1.23, and like I said, I wasn't convinced. So let's see. Marty wanted to see a couple ATNM. Let's look at them bad boys. And that's that. Oh, that one's getting to be in a pretty good spot right there. I'll keep an eye on this today. ATNM. I know this one pretty well. I've traded this a bunch of times back in the day. And yeah, it does look like it's trying to pop up there. And BYON, we've watched this thing, that Beyond, and it's been down just trying to crawl up here. And again, we'll watch it as it curls up and see how many times it takes to get through. So I'm not convinced it's ready, but it might have a little pop up on that curl up right there, Marty. And CARM, CARM, and that one's kind of Charisma Therapeutics. Let's see what kind of CARM it has here. It's in the channel. And it could pull back. It's trying to move. It's a little bit flat. I'll take a look at that one today. Maybe it's just giving like mixed signals at the moment right there. And there you go. We looked at that ALLR and anything else. Let me go ahead, see what's trending on the stock twits over here. Let me see what's going on up there. Here we go. QBTS, we did do that. Oh, yeah, guys, check out last night. I did the live feed just for the computer hardware and quantum ones. I think I have it figured out. I have to like really make sure the microphone's on. The first time I did it, it was, I think, set up, or maybe I did it and don't remember, obviously. But I did one shot and then it didn't have the microphone on. So I realized and did another one. So I think we're good for the live streaming. So we're definitely going to have that going for next week, and maybe I'll live stream tonight's show, and then obviously tomorrow I'll just do the regular like this, and then next week we'll get it all fired up and have them live streaming for pre-market and the live shows. So expect some live streaming coming. I think we have that under control. And yeah, so QBTS, we were looking at these things and they are running up there, but Again, some of them are hitting some resistance, and I'm not so sure they're ready. That one has their earnings today, so their earnings probably were good. Let's see if it's trying to cross through. I think it was, but might have been in that spot where it could pull itself back. Yeah, and it is. It's hitting that 50. I doubt it's going up any higher for QBTS. Apple's down. CRVO. Let's see what that's up to. Servo Med, take a look at this. That one, oh yeah, we were that's one we were looking at. CRVO. I was like, wait a second, that chart looks familiar. Yeah, it's running back up. It's at 717, guys. So we looked at it this morning. I told you it was going to run back up. Now it's back up over its highs, it looks like. Yesterday it got to 742 in the after hours. Right now it got to 731. It's at 711, getting a Slurpee right now, but ready to go back up. So keep an eye on that CRVO. Like I was saying, it is running there and looking pretty good. And that path is down, PATH. We looked at that last night, and they did have their earnings. I think, was it yesterday or something? Yeah, yesterday they had their earnings, and this took a major dip right into the basement. So I have no idea what happened there. Tesla is down. And Dollar General, we looked at it last night. They have earnings, and we thought might pop up off of that, and it's up 3.99 right now. So there you go with Dollar General. That was just trending last night, and it did look good to run up there. And Adobe looks like it was coming down, and it is coming down there. So Adobe is down. So yeah, we have the market pretty much under control, I must say. Adobe's down like $22, guys. So there you go. Took a major dip, and yeah, these things just aren't ready. I can see when they're going to be ready, to be honest with you. I can probably tell exactly when they're going to be ready. And that S took a nice dip too. Centennial One, we were looking at that. They had earnings and took a huge dip. So there you go. DJT is down, it looks like, because it's trending on here and says it's down. It was hitting that MACD, and yeah, it's pulling back. I'm telling you, these things just aren't ready yet. And what's Groupon doing? We looked at this the other day. It popped up, and I could see it trying to dip back down. Yeah, it's hitting that resistance up there. I mean, if Groupon could get cruising up over that 14, it would be good, but I just don't see it happening at the moment. And that's what's trending on the stock twits right there. So there you go with them bad boys. And let's see what else is going on if I mixed anything. ENVX, let's look at that one real quick. ENVX down 3 cents. And yeah, I don't know if this one's ready yet. And again, we have to wait and see as they start crawling up here. Let me look at it. A better look, ENVX. Yeah, it could be trying to crawl up there, but again, we'll have to make sure it wants to do the really get through and get moving. And EQX is that gold one in Canada, Equinox Gold. And this one is trying to crawl up as well. It's on that support line. We'll have to see. I'll have to look at this today. It's hitting that 20 right there, EQX. And I don't know if it's getting through that 668. It's at 662 right now. So yeah, I'll take a look at it. Could just stay up in this channel right here and get set up. So yeah, I don't think the market's completely ready yet. And again, everything's basically down. It looks like Nvidia is up a little bit there, up 30 cents. And it looks like it could be pulling back because I think hits that MACD line. I don't think they're ready. It's coming back down, and that'll be a good one to short back down. And like I said, so yeah, keep an eye on them trying to dip back. Microsoft looks like it could be up like 13 cents, but I'm not so sure that's going to be moving. And again, it's going to hit that line and come dipping down, especially if the SPY is down like it is, and it's down 62 cents. And like I'm saying, it's just not ready. It's trying to run flat. We'll see if they can open up a little bit better. And like I said, it kind of needs some good news, but I just don't see the news getting there yet. Not with the tariffs and everything happening unless that gets figured out. And then you have your whatever it is this morning, some kind of report. What the heck report was it this morning? The producer price, that's what it was. Producer price, it says. So we have to see that. PPI comes out this morning, and that was at like 8:30. So that's coming out in like an hour. So we'll see the market react off of that. But yeah, everything's kind of getting red right now, and I just don't see it moving there. So there you go with our market. We did our Joey's jumpers and our laptop lowdowns, our crypto we went through. That doesn't even look that great. And it does look like it's trying to hit that line and bounce back down another time. So that's our crypto look. Our Mag 7 and our SPY looks the exact same. And again, that pattern's just not over yet, guys. So until that pattern really breaks, and I wasn't that confident, they were just kind of curling up, to be honest with you, yesterday, and we knew it. We pointed it out, and there you go. And yeah, that CRVO is just cruising right now. It's up over $1.10. I'm telling you, the thing just ran like over $1. Why I mentioned it this morning, and we mentioned it the other day. It ran up over 150 some percent or something crazy yesterday. So keep an eye on that because it is cruising there. And there you go. I would say that's a pretty good pre-market review. That's for sure, considering it's red, and we still keep coming up with the 100%ers and the poppers every single day. And that's what we do on the show. And yeah, it's becoming pretty red right there. And I would say it's going to be pulling back from what it looks like. It looked like it last night. I was saying that. So there you go, everybody. I'd say that's a pre-market review right there. I'll keep you guys posted, obviously, on the SPY and everything, but I still don't think we're exactly ready to get cruising yet. Maybe it'll try to get the dust to settle over the weekend. We'll see. Maybe it'll iron out the Ukraine thing. I have to look into that. I think didn't the hell's his name? Putin like showed up in his like army fatigues yesterday or something crazy. So who the hell knows what he wants to do? But I'm pretty sure Trump kind of threatened him and said that it won't be good if he doesn't do a peace deal. So we'll have to see what happens with all that nonsense. And so yeah, you got wars going on, trade wars going on. You got all kinds of fun stuff. But obviously, it needed to be addressed. All this stuff was happening, and nobody was addressing it because we didn't have a president for 4 years. We didn't have. I still want to know who ran the country. Who ran the goddamn country for 4 years? That might be the biggest mystery in our country's history, besides the whole JFK thing. And I think we all know that was an inside CIA job at this point. I don't think anybody doubts that at this point. And so yeah, I don't think that Harvey Oswald guy or whatever did anything. He probably wasn't even involved. He just got set up. But anyway, that's besides the point. And yeah, I want to know who ran the country the last 4 years. That's the most relevant thing, and it's the most fascinating thing that we could ever talk about. So I'll be looking into that some more because it's just complete. Was it Obama? Was it the CIA? Who the hell ran the country for 4 years? Because we knew it wasn't Biden. I pointed it out the entire time, just off the charts, and now we know for a fact with after Trump won, we definitely know he wasn't running a country. So yeah, it's the wildest thing ever. And look what they almost destroyed the country. Like I say, it was a miracle that Trump's life was saved and he won. He literally won, and he survived a miracle and won an election to save this country for a reason. So it was a wild thing going on. And clearly there was a whole agenda to destroy America. And Trump literally has to step in and stop it. And it's clear as day. I mean, just letting in all the illegal aliens and everybody into the country and just let the country just get destroyed inside and out. Just that's exactly what it was doing. And yeah, so there's a lot of mess to clean up right now. And again, when you're cleaning up that mess, you're going to see some down days. And what are you going to do? Maybe we see a little bit of downtime, but it was a must needed thing. And if it didn't happen, like I tell you, I don't think the country would have ran another 4 years. We probably would have gotten invaded, or the country would have completely went bankrupt, and then we would have gotten invaded. So that's basically how it would have went down. And yeah, our military wouldn't even have been able to be funded anymore. So we would have been pretty screwed. And that would have been a wrap right there. So obviously, it was a disaster just happening. And I'm just so curious who the hell is behind it. And just look at Obama. Look how miserable that guy looks. I mean, you can tell they took the wind out of him. And so, yeah, there was a complete agenda going on. And I'm not sure who was behind it, but he was kind of the party leader. So it was him, CIA. I don't know, but it was crazy, guys. It's literally crazy what was going on. And thank God it's getting cleaned up. So I'll take some red days. And again, we're just smashing this market regardless. So it doesn't even matter. And yeah, CRVO, I'm just watching this thing just jump around. It just went back to, oh, wow, it's up at 742 right now. It was just hanging out at 711 a minute ago. And the thing just is going crazy. So keep your eye on the CRVO because it is wild. 739. It's just cruising along there. And what do we look at it at? It was down here. It was probably in the sixes. I know it was like 632. I can tell where it was off the candle. And yeah, it's up $1, I would say. So there you go, everybody. That's our pre-market right there. Not looking bad for CRVO, but the rest of the market's down. Microsoft looks like that just went down, and Nvidia looks like it's following. Yeah, Microsoft went down 85 cents, and I'm telling you, these things I think are going to be dipping, and Nvidia's down now too. So I don't think you're going to see them popping. The SPY's down $1.70. So just like we were saying last night and this morning. So there you go. And PPI at 8:30 a.m. Thank you, Luis Rodriguez. And there you go. So yeah, definitely trade smart. And I love the Jamie Dimon stuff. It's great. And so yeah, there you go, everyone. I'd say that's a good pre-market review. Keep your eyes on it going down today again. And obviously that PPI, I'll keep you posted at 8:30ish, and we'll see what happens. And look at the CRVO because it is running out of its mind, and just another one that we smashed out of the park. So I would say we're doing perfectly fine right here with a red market. I can't complain at all. I'll short them down again, yeah, like I did yesterday. Make one quick trade. It was perfect, and that's all you really need to do. And then you just watch the rest of it unfold. But if they're going to be dipping down, you can really short some down there. So keep you guys posted, obviously. And yeah, there you go. So all information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. Always do your due diligence. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Laptop Travel for your laptop lowdowns, and Asian Jolie for your Jolie's jumpers, and Luis Rodriguez and Mac the Cranky Cook right there. Doge Mama 9, Jay Kratz, East Coast Beach Girl, Creative Genius, and Drew's on there. BLSH and Eddie. And who's that? Skeletor Trades and Teddy. How are you this morning? So yeah, everybody else hanging out, greatly appreciated as always. And like I say, have a great day, especially. But make sure that you trade smart and lock in those profits. We do have that PPI coming out at 8:30. I'll keep you guys posted. It does look like it's pulling back perfectly fine with me. I'll look and see if we see the next 100% popper. But yeah, that one CRVO is just cruising along. So I mean, we've hit them every single day. Why this market's just tanking, and knowing to put the market down at the perfect times and when it's bouncing up. So I'd say our patterns are working perfectly, and we're doing perfectly fine. So I'm not complaining one bit in a red market. I kind of enjoy it. This might be the first time I've ever said, wow, this is amazing. Just learn how to play the market every which way. And now that's what I told you guys I was getting prepared for. And we're going to be able to do it for the next 4 years. It's going to be a beauty. So, yeah, it doesn't matter when it goes up, down, sideways, backwards. It can do backflips. I don't care what it does. We will find the poppers and now everything in between and know exactly how to play the market. So that's what we're going to do. And we're just going to take the opportunities that are presented and rip them. And so there you go, everybody. So yeah, just trade smart, lock in your profits. I'll keep you posted. Goodbye. Good luck. See you later and have a great day, everybody.